Hey guys, it is Arika Misha. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you are new to my channel, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you are a subscriber, thank you so much for your love and support. And today, you guys can tell by this title of this video, I am at the end of my chemo series. And if you are new to the channel, I have breast cancer. I just ended my doctor just came to the end of my chemo series. I am happy, I am excited to be at the end of this particular series of my journey. Of course, you know I have a long ways to go, but in my last video, and of course I will leave the link at the end of this video for you guys to click on. You can watch all the other videos so you can be up to date on my health and be up to date on my spiritual journey, and I appreciate your love and support. So today I just wanted to discuss the whole chemo, everything that not everything, because we ain't got all day, but yeah, I just wanted to discuss, you know, now that I'm at the end of my chemo journey, I just wanted to discuss, you know, a lot of things that I went through in the journey. It was stressful, being honest. There were days, you know, I prayed and I asked God and for strength. I asked God for courage. And sometimes I would go, after going to chemo for a while, every time I went, I prayed and I said, God, be with me today. Every session I went, and I was like, God, be there for me, God. Please be with me. Protect me, God. Help me, you know, stay healthy, that I don't have any problems, you know, any side effects or anything like that. But the only thing I experienced, of course, you know, I experienced I didn't have any like allergic reactions, you know, with my treatments. Thank God for that. But I did experience a lot of the side effects. You know, sometimes I would break out in little rashes, you know, like little rashes on my arms or on my neck or my chest or something like that. And of course I would, you know, they, you know, suggested that I take Claritin. So that was good. And of course I had, you know, the nausea. I always had the nausea. Not all the time. No appetite. Sometimes I would have a little appetite, but not really. I would have to, like, you know, make myself eat. Like, okay, it's been all day, you haven't eaten. So I had to go through that part of chemo. And as I began chemo, I learned, you know, as the series went on, I learned what to do, what not to do with chemo. So, you know, in the beginning, it was, you know, clueless, didn't know what to do, what not to do. So, yeah. So I learned, like, you know, over time, like what to eat, what not to eat. Cause like certain foods, like any like dairy, I'm just speaking for me. I can't speak for anybody else. I'm just talking about my side effects with chemo. I'm not talking about anybody else. I can only speak about what I've been through. And that's where my ministry comes from, things that I have been through. So, I had an issue with milk. Like anytime like I had like a bowl of cereal, you know, I wanted to eat a bowl of cereal, the whole milk, like if I wanted an ice cream, anything dairy, just was a no. It was a no. So I would like eat dry cereal. So, that's what I would do, you know, to try to, like, you know, make things better. Fruit, I ate a lot of fruit. Now, like the canned fruit wasn't good. I don't know if it was just too much with the syrup, like, you know, too much in the fruit syrup. So that was a no too for me. So I would have to do like fresh fruit, you know, so I have to buy fresh fruit. So that was good. Yeah, I had a lot of, just, you know, I just learned through the whole chemo what to eat, what not to eat. I could only eat like light things, like, you know, I would eat like crackers, saltine crackers, put a little peanut butter on them, not too much. I couldn't do the whole cheese and cracker. That was a no. Like I said, no dairy. What else? Just, you know, just learning the foods that I could eat and the foods that I couldn't eat. Things that I could do and not do. Definitely the sun was a no. Being out in the hot sun, this hot Florida sun, was a no. So I had to make sure every time I went to my appointments, I had to make sure I had nice cold water. I would always put a bottle of cold water in the freezer before I headed out, so I can have a nice nice bottle of cold freezing water to help keep me cool. When I was in my car, of course, in anybody else's car, I had to be freezing cold. I had to like literally keep myself on ice. So I like the whole out in the sun thing would just really just take my energy away. You know, with the chemo treatments, like the sun gave me low energy. I couldn't be hot. But you know what, the thing about it is that before, you know, the whole cancer and treatment and all that, I ain't like heat. I ain't like being hot. I don't like the sweat. You know, but I'm just saying, like, I never liked it being hot and sweaty anyway. But like the chemo, it just made it even worse. Like, or just like going out to something, walking to my car, walking to a car, just the sun beaming on me would be like, ugh. It would just drain all my energy. Take all my energy is what it did. So I mean, I would literally be drained, no energy, dealing with that sun and chemo. Yeah, so I experienced that. So I had to make sure I stayed cool. I mean, I ran errands here and there, like to the grocery store here and there, but I only went when I had that energy. If I didn't have the energy, I didn't go. And I would only go out for like real quick. Like, I wasn't out all day. Like, I would run a couple errands, but that would wear me out. So I'd come home, you know, cool off, lay down for a couple hours, and then I might just like go grab dinner or something like that for me and the girls. I would do something like that, you know, just to keep myself going, because I didn't. And also in the beginning of the chemo, like, I stayed in the house a lot because, you know, I was getting used to chemo, you know, trying to figure out what to do, what not to do, you know, all that good stuff. So I learned all that in the beginning too. So, you know, like I said, it was a learning experience. It was a learning experience about what I could do. And so in the beginning of chemo, I didn't really go out. I just went to doctor's appointments only. Like my oldest daughter and my sister, like, you know, they would like do everything that had to do with. If it wasn't a doctor's appointment, I wasn't going to it. But as my chemo appointments went on, like I said, and my body got used to it and my energy got a little better, I would like go to the grocery store, you know, I would do something like that real quick, but that's about it. I mean, even right now with me having that last chemo the other week, even with me having that, like, even with me being at the end of chemo, like, I still don't do a lot of moving around because chemo affects your body. I mean, it just totally affects the body. Even though, you know, that was my last one, it still affects the body the same way. You know, I still had a little nausea. I still had, you know, low energy. I still had all that. So I don't really go out a lot. You know, of course, I ain't hanging out all night, hanging out with the girls. Like, nah, ain't doing none of that. But I'm just glad that I'm at the end of that. So I'm excited about, you know, the next chapter that I have to do, because I'm, you know, just trusting God, and I know that this journey it's going to take time, but I know that God's going to get me through this. I trust God. I have the faith in him that he's going to get me through any and everything. He has always gotten me through. He's still undefeated. He's still undefeated, and he will always be undefeated. But yeah, so, you know, I had the nausea, I had the low energy, I had the mood swings. Oh God, yeah, I had mood swings. I'd be here and the next. I'd be here the next. You know, just ask my daughters, they'll tell you. They'd be like, Mom, I'd be like, yes. And then sometimes they'd be like, Mom, I'd be like, what? So yeah, definitely had the mood swings. And did. So my family teases me about that still, about the mood swings. But hey, yeah, that's a side effect of chemo. I'm gonna blame that on chemo. What else? The tiredness, you know, all the appointments, just, it was just a lot. It was a lot. But I am glad I am at the end of my chemo treatments. I am glad that God got me through all those side effects. Oh yeah, I had the cold chill spells, chills, whatever you want to call it. I had the body aches. I had that. Still, you know, still having them now. I mean, because, you know, I had my last chemo, but, you know, it's going to take a few weeks, you know, for all this to, you know, the chemo to work its way out of my system. I am glad because I did speak to my doctor. I did speak to her about my hair growing back. So the every 3-week treatment that I'm on now, she said that it doesn't affect the hair growth. So I am excited to tell you guys that, because y'all already know how your girl is about her hair. That was a spiritual journey, getting my hair shaved off. Make sure y'all go watch that video. But I am excited to know, my doctor said, so, you know, your hair should be starting to grow back, girl. You know, after your last chemo, you know, wears itself off. So, and the Fesco chemo treatment that I'll be taking every 3 weeks, she said it doesn't affect, you know, the hair. So, it's not the one, you know, that causes the hair loss. So, you know, your girl hair should start growing back. Yes, or natural with the fro. You all already know how that goes. So, I am excited about that. Ready to start getting my hair braided, get my hairstyles. I'm just ready. I'm ready already. So yeah, because I never wore, like, after I got my hair shaved, I never wore wigs. I just, you know, wear like my little hair pieces, my little, you know, my little hair caps. I've got a lot of them, so many colors. So many colors. You guys have seen them, I'm sure, in the videos. But yeah, so I never wore wigs. I just wore my little caps that I ordered from Amazon. And that's what I did to get myself through. So I'm ready. I'm glad that my hair is going to start back growing. Just want to let y'all know that. And I appreciate y'all love and y'all support. And let me end this video how I always end this video, by encouraging you to build a relationship with Christ if you do not have one. You know, and if you have one, good, great. Continue to get closer to God. Know that He is there for you. He will always be here for you. God loves you. Know that He will always be there for you. Trust and depend on Him no matter what you're going through. God will be there for you. Be encouraged. And no matter what I'm going through, I will be here as long as God keeps the life in my body and me breathing. I will be here to encourage you in any way that I can. Never know what God has in store for me. I am excited because I know God has great things in store for me. Great things. Yeah, because the more the suffering, the better the anointing. Hey, and for God, I will. That's part of the journey. And I appreciate you guys being here for me on this spiritual journey. I appreciate you so much taking time out of your life to watch my videos. I do. I appreciate it very much, because I know what it's like to take time out of your life to do something for someone. And I appreciate you, every one of you, for your love and support. And okay, that is the end of this video. This is Arika Misha. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Have a good day. Bye.